Hi guys, Kim here. Came across this that I'm going to put up here, and I wanted to ask you if you can see the phoenix. It's actually I won't tell you where it is. I just want to know if you can see it. So my mate Pete said this, completely out there and in there at the same time. I'm on the inside of the toroidal donut of life right now in the phi implosion. So my phi will always be 5, as in PHIVE, and the 5 to me will always represent love because of the story Dan Winter told with the 5 ratio and the woman that survived the atom bomb explosion in Hiroshima untouched. How? Simply because she looked up when she saw the Enola Gay. That was the name of the plane that dropped the bomb, and she thought it was an angel, and she fell into a trance of love. She looked down completely unharmed by this explosion. It had already happened. Why? Because she was in the phi, in love, in a state where nothing happens, nothing matters. There is no matter. So between now and the time where we need to get to where nothing matters, we've got a bit of journey ahead of us. But we can also have fun if we choose. Which leads me to the matter of opinion. I asked in the group the other day, they thought they were less affected by opinion than before. Actually, I'm not sure I quite asked it that way, but I was asking if anyone else was sensing that it was becoming less important than ever before. And Claudia was telling me that there's a lot of noise currently in the Akashic records, and that these are the waters that we live in. The waters have been muddied but are now being purified. This is kind of what I was getting at about opinions not mattering anymore. Maybe as it's just a layer of awareness that we're going to need in order for us to purify our own water and see through the haze. So those that think that they know the truth, if that truth is not coming from a place of love and compassion, then it's likely not the truth. But it's okay, because no one person will escape this cleanse that we're going to go through between now and the 15th of April 2023. Just because one person has millions of followers, it doesn't mean to say that they're speaking the truth. I could pick on an individual here to use for an example, but that point would not be of the higher mind. So I'll leave it up to you to make that selection. Before Nigel left, he and I were working one night on the song The Boxer by Simon and Garfunkel. I'll link it below. I can't unfortunately play it because of copyright. But Nigel had an issue with the song's words being changed and was trying to see if it had been Mandela affected. But the version that he was listening to was a live performance at Madison Square Gardens. And I've subsequently gone through various versions of this, and it seems that they just used poetic license on that one event and changed the words of the song. However, one of the most interesting comments that I have to make about that song is the man hears what he wants to hear and he disregards the rest. Lie la lie, lie la lie 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 la lie, lie la lie, lie la lie 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 la lie la 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 lie. Probably terrible singing, but there's lots of lies there, just saying. So back to the Akashic records and the cleansing of the muddy waters. We can personally do anything to assist ourselves. I think by all of us interacting with each other and highlighting something that we may have missed, we can then trigger something that triggers something that triggers something and so forth. I actually think in the coming months that I'm going to need you just as much as you need me, and it's going to be busy. I think we're experiencing busy now, but just wait. This is nothing on the busy that we're heading into. Personally, I've found a way through this busy. Personally, I've found that the only way through this busy is to select what I've got time for and simply, as Simon and Garfunkel put it, disregard the rest. There's so much information that we're going to need to process on a daily basis. It will be necessary for us to just simply step away, walk away from it, and then it'll be there for us when we come back. Then, by us prioritizing and being disciplined, I kind of learned a trick in the kitchen to put everything away and wash up as I cook, but the concept helped me organise other areas of my life. And it also means that I don't have a huge mess to clean up, as it's done when I leave the kitchen with my meal. So we're going to need this type of organisational skills, believe me. The other thing that is really relative is that the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between something being dealt with and something being written down. So just write it down. When we were chatting the other night on Zoom, we were laughing at the idea that we all had these old-fashioned notebooks where we were jotting notes down left, right and centre. Just as well, with the amount that's going on currently, I wouldn't be able to cope without all my notebooks. I plan to do a couple of videos about 2023 in the next couple of weeks. I've been working with some of my subscribers and we've got some great concepts that I'm really quite excited about. So I'm looking forward to putting something together with other like-minded people. Anyway, thanks for listening. Ta-ta for now.